the people in positions of influence, the people in positions of power, the people who hold sway, the people who affect policy must realize that there is a portion, a share of responsibility and blame that is on their shoulders for perpetuating the narrative of otherness, of a group whom are perceived as infiltrators, and the dehumanization, the demonization and the vilification of Muslims who by and large are peaceful, law-abiding, loving citizens who love where they live and love to contribute to the economy and love to bring up their children in a dignified manner, to participate and contribute without any reservation. That threat and that security is security and peace is under threat, and it's under threat not only by those who enact those crimes, but those who support them and provide them a platform and magnify their cause and amplify their messages. We ask those, in fact we demand from those who possess influence and power and possess authority to prevent those who would further these agendas by providing platforms, by downplaying the threat of the rising and increasingly violent far-right extremist groups. Those who have not heeded the cries and the worries and the fears and the anxieties of the Muslim community in the UK and beyond, who have said that we are under threat. The language used against us is inflammatory, it's derogatory, it is dehumanizing. We demand that these platform providers, these people who provide columns, who provide airtime for such individuals, are called out and exposed and scandalized for their crimes against not only a group of Muslims who are peace-loving and peace-loving Muslims, but also the crimes in disturbing and threatening the peace of entire communities and societies at large. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll pass over to Bishop Sen.
It is with some sadness that I stand here today in solidarity as we grieve the loss of our Muslim brothers and sisters in Christchurch, New Zealand. To be killed while praying or on the way to worship is the epitome of evil, and it is right that we stand alongside with people of goodwill and of faith to condemn that action. An attack on faith anywhere is an attack on faith everywhere. It has been with some joy to be able to celebrate the diversity that is London, both of faith and also of culture. And we need to stand alongside each other and speak out when there is hate speak, because it so easily comes into being as violent hate against people of difference. One of our greatest strengths in London is our diversity, and therefore we need to condemn anything that threatens that. Jesus tells us that the greatest love is to love God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your might, and to love your neighbour as yourself. So today I stand alongside my neighbours in New Zealand and my neighbours here in East London, and together we will speak out against religious hatred and stand for religious freedom. And my prayers and my blessings goes with those who have been affected because of this atrocity, but also those who find a new sense of fear in this environment. Thank you.
We stand here together today in solidarity with our brothers and sisters in New Zealand. The best solidarity is showing that our diversity is a strength. We may be more than 11,000 miles away from Christchurch in New Zealand, but we feel the ripples of hatred, we feel the ripples of fear, and we feel the ripples of sorrow for our brothers and sisters in Christchurch. Let us be under no illusion. This was a terrorist attack on innocent men, women and children. deliberately targeted because the faith they belong to. The place they were worshipping was deliberately targeted because it was a masjid. There is a responsibility on all of us to be very careful in the language we use and the messages we amplify. There are some people in our city, in our country, who fan the flames of hatred. There are some people who demonize and dehumanize people because of the faith they follow. There are some people who, rather than addressing people's fears, play on them. You have a role to play in radicalizing people to become terrorists. And that's why it's really important we demonstrate from London that as far as we're concerned, our diversity is a strength, not a weakness. We don't simply tolerate it, we celebrate it, we embrace it, and we respect it. It is the case, though, there'll be Muslims in London who'll be feeling vulnerable, feeling scared, feeling frightened because they are Muslims. I've spoken this morning and been in regular contact with the Met Police Service, with the Metropolitan Police Commissioner, with the Deputy Commissioner, and with the head of the Counter-Terror Police here in London. I reassure all Muslims and everyone going to a place of worship today and over the course of the next few days, you'll be seeing increased policing around masjids, around mosques, high visibility policing to reassure you that here in London you're free to be who you want and worship who you want. And it's really important we as a city don't allow this terrorist to cower us to change the way we lead our lives. I want to end by echoing the message of the Imam during the sermon and also the Bishop of London. The thoughts and prayers of every decent Londoner are with those in Christchurch in New Zealand who have lost their lives. We stand in solidarity with the people of Christchurch, and we want to be a beacon to the rest of the world to show that whether you're a Christian, Jewish, Muslim, Buddhist, Hindu, Sikh, whether you're a member of an organised faith or not, here in London you are welcome. London is open. Mr. Press.
I get blamed all the time. Thank you.